Hi guys, and welcome to another Fri-YAY. So this week we are going to be talking about some brand new releases for the month of September. And some of these are going to be sequels. There's a couple in here that are follow-ups. And then another couple are just standalone novels. But I've got 4 for you. I've got 1 for each week of September. So we are going to start right off the bat with September 1st. The book Majesty released, and it is by Katharine McGee, and it is the sequel to American Royals. So you can see in the image, you probably recognize that cover style. It's a very distinctive cover style, and you'll know the book when you see it. But it is the follow-up to American Royals, and the premise is essentially, what if America still had a royal family? Or what if they did have a royal family at all, I guess, because we never had that. But in a follow-up, in Majesty, Beatrice is the new queen, Samantha is playing party princess, and Prince Jefferson is in a love triangle. So you can imagine how this is going to go. So I would recommend giving these songs Royals by Lorde a listen while you listen to this one, or while you read this one. And You Should See Me in a Crown by Billie Eilish would also be a great tune to turn on. And I know Royals isn't really actually about like a royal family, but I just like Lorde anyway, and it's a catchy song, so it applies. I think you should listen to it anyway. So that is September 1st. So this week, the week of September 15th, Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson comes out. Tiffany D. Jackson is the author of Let Me Hear a Rhyme and Allegedly, and I actually was able to receive an ARC, an advanced reader's copy of Grown, and I got to read it before it was released. It's great. I would say before you pick this up, check the content warnings though. There is some stuff in here that could potentially be triggering for people if you have had experience with any of the things in this book, so check your content warnings. But Grown is inspired by the testimony of the women who were affected by R. Kelly. So keep that in mind when you pick this up. It's heavy hitting. It deals with some heavy issues. But I think it's an incredible read. It's worth picking up. It's very easy to read. The chapters are very, very short. Sometimes a page or less. Sometimes it's only paragraphs, and you want to know what's going to happen next. You want to keep following the story. So it's a very easy read, but it's a very heavy hitter. And while you're reading this one, I would recommend Aretha Franklin. Anything by Aretha Franklin, turn on. Anything by Etta James. And even though she specifically mentions that Beyonce is not something that every Black woman who can sing needs to sing, you should also listen to Beyonce. So that is on September 15th. Make sure you check out Grown. And the cover art, I love the cover art for this one. You can see in the image, this cover art was done by, what is her name? Rochelle. So it'll say in the image, it says her name. But I love it. When they revealed that cover, I got to see it at the North Texas Teen Book Festival. It's gorgeous. The week of September 22nd, The Silvered Serpents by Roshani Chokshi comes out. And that is the follow-up. It is the sequel to The Gilded Wolves, which you may remember from 2019. Or it may have been 2018. But anyway, Gilded Wolves is heavily influenced by Leigh Bardugo's Six of Crows. So if you like Leigh Bardugo's work, if you enjoy Six of Crows, if you like heist movies, if Ocean's 11 is right up your alley, then definitely check out The Gilded Wolves and the sequel, The Silvered Serpents. The Silvered Serpents is going to be in a different setting though. So The Gilded Wolves takes place in the 1890s in Paris. So it's very glam, very glitzy, turn of the century almost kind of stuff. They're getting ready for the World Exposition in Paris, and they're pulling off a heist. But The Silvered Serpents goes to Russia. So you're getting even more of that similarity to Leigh Bardugo's work, a very icy cold setting. Think like Trans-Siberian Railway, think like pre-Tsar Nicholas II and Anastasia, all that kind of setting. So that's where you're going to be going in the Silvered Serpents. So I would recommend for that one, anything dark and like wintry kind of sounding, anything with a Slavic vibe. I put down the song Burn It Down by Daughter, and I put down Ultraviolet by Fri-YAY. And while I believe Fri-YAY is British, but she's still got that very, very dark and cold kind of vibe in that song Ultraviolet. So turn that on, give it a try. You can also find Gilded Wolves playlists on Spotify. I actually looked around there for some of these songs, so check that out too. So finally, our last one, the week of September 29th, by Jessica Jung comes out. And Jessica Jung is a former K-pop icon, like one of the greatest. She was part of Girls' Generation at the very beginning. She was in Girls' Generation from 2007 all the way to 2014. And if you know any of your K-pop lore, you will know that Jessica Jung was actually asked to leave Girls' Generation. I don't know if she ever explained the reasons why, but she was told to leave, and then I don't remember if they replaced her or if they just continued without her. But anyway, drama. So her debut novel is called Shine. It comes out on September 29th. This is her first novel that she's ever put out, at least for young adults anyway. And it goes straight inside the K-pop idol making business. It's going to show you all the inner workings. It's about a young girl who gets caught up in pretty much the business of becoming a K-pop star. Obviously, there's going to be some romance, so get ready for that. The cover is gorgeous, and I would recommend listening to anything by Girls' Generation, although I would stick to the 2007 to 2014. Don't go anywhere beyond that, because then they kicked her out. But I Got a Boy, G would be good as well. But then you also have to make sure you take breaks to listen to BTS, obviously, and maybe Blackpink. But okay, so those are probably the newest and most exciting releases for September, in my opinion. But we have a whole new load of books coming in, so make sure you come into the library to check them out. You can also put them on hold online and pick them up if you would like. Make sure you check Overdrive, our online catalog, for them. And happy reading, guys. Bye.